Hey everybody, my name is Tori Brain. Welcome back to my channel. If I sound a little bit weird, it's because I just got over COVID, so Rona free. There's a bug in here. I might be fighting with it. I tried to kill it before starting this, but it didn't die. So today I want to talk to you guys about the Benlysta Gateway program. If you are on Benlysta or your doctor has talked about putting you on Benlysta, then more than likely you have already heard about this program. But if you're still in the beginning stages or you're worried about the cost of the medication just because you've been researching it, I'm here to tell you about the Benlysta Gateway program. So typically what happens is when your doctor puts you on this medication, she sends in a nurse or she shows you herself how to do the injection. If you are on the intravenous one, I can't tell you. You're gonna have to ask somebody else because I've never done that. If you are on the, I think it's called subcutaneous. It's the one that goes in the skin. And I'm pointing to my arm. You should never put it in your arm. It hurts like hell, even when you put it in the leg. Basically, it is this fantastic program that helps you pay for Benlysta. So what they do is they sign you up for a $25 off coupon, which it's $4,000 a month last time I checked, so that's really not gonna drop in the ocean type situation. They first of all sign you up for that, and then secondly, and most importantly, they give you $15,000 of grant money in your bank account through their program. So it's not your personal bank account, it's the Benlysta bank account. They give you a debit card, or at least debit card numbers. I have never gotten a physical debit card, even though they swear up and down that they sent me one, but I do have the numbers off my debit card, so I know how to use that. This can only be used to pay for Benlysta, and basically it is just there to pay for Benlysta until you meet your deductible. And once you've met your deductible, then you are able to have your insurance pay for it in full. So basically how that looks is your doctor gives you the form to fill out for the Benlysta Gateway program. I'm gonna go ahead and put the phone number for them as well as the web address on the screen so that you can look those up if your doctor hasn't mentioned it. But more than likely your doctor has talked about it with you and has given you the form to fill out to make sure that you qualify for it. Once you do that, they will contact you. They'll also send you like a starter kit with a whole bunch of merch, which is super fun. I ended up not really using any of mine, but I think there was like a symptom tracker in there and, just, yeah, a whole bunch of merch. And then they will either give you your debit card numbers or your debit card. This $15,000 is every 12 months. You have to re-enroll every 12 months. This usually doesn't take more than a phone call when you need to re-enroll. They just kind of call you and talk about what insurance you have, what your income is, all that kind of stuff, and then they go ahead and re-enroll you in the program. One year I dodged that phone call. I didn't know who it was and I wasn't picking up on no numbers at the time. And so I dodged it and I did not get re-enrolled. And so I actually had to call them, and then it was like 15 minutes later they were able to re-enroll me. So if you miss the phone call, you don't get re-enrolled. It's not the end of the world. You just kind of have to chase them down instead of them chasing you down. So another thing about Benlysta is you can only get it from a specialty pharmacy. Typically they mail it to either you directly or to a pharmacy for you to go pick it up. But there is no automatic refills on it. You do have to call in and refill it every single month, which is super annoying, but I mean, $4,000 medication, they're not gonna make it easy, right? So the thing about specialty pharmacies is typically they have a lot of different medications that they supply, and not everybody is super familiar with Benlysta over there. So if they run it through your insurance, they're just like, oh, you haven't met your deductible or your out-of-pocket max. You owe us $4,672. How would you like to pay? If they say that, don't freak out. You're probably gonna get that sinking feeling. That's just being human. Don't worry about it. But what you have to do is you have to say, I am a part of the Benlysta Gateway program, and then give them your debit card numbers. They'll run it through that. Typically it gets approved right away. Sometimes it doesn't, and you just have to like call Benlysta Gateway, you have to call your insurance, do the whole run around, but it will be covered. If you are part of that program, it will be covered. So just do all the groundwork that you need to make sure that it's covered. So that's month 1. You pay $4,000. Month 2, you pay another $4,000. The thing is, your deductible is only $8,000. And so by month 3, you are no longer drawing out of the $15,000 fund that Benlysta Gateway gave you. Now your insurance is paying for it in full. So I have never used all $15,000. I have switched insurances mid-year and ended up using up to, I think it was $12,000 before, but that's the most I ever used from it. I have never run out of Benlysta money. So that is really all I have to say about the Benlysta Gateway program. If you have any questions or you have any experience with the program, drop it in the chat so that everybody can read it. And I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.